You need a boop emote. You've always needed a boop emote. Sherlock! Can we door, please? Thank you.
Closed.
Okay, that's fine. How you doing, my dear Sarah?
Staff cloakroom.
That's not it. Sherlock, human! 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 Anyway, it's not what I need. I don't think those are anything I need. Meow.
This is the entrance to the ordinary prisoners.
Did your human break? Yes. A human broke. I cannot find the locker room.
Closed.
That's not it. What does everyone do? I'm doing good, Simon. How are you today?
Closed.
That's not that.
Closed.
Would you believe me if I said I don't know where I'm going?
Closed.
Oh god, please. Those are both cloakrooms.
We must.
Yes, that's what I'm trying to do, Watson.
Locked. I can feel a draft. This must be the access to the inside yard.
What? God. Glad to hear it. I'm not doing alright. I rearranged my room today. That I is ready for my replacement for my VR headset. I have so much room. Nice.
Leads to the high security area.
Watson! I'm glad you have so much room. Oh, the room. Yes. I don't know where the locker rooms are. I have the keys. Oh, babe, Dot House is on offer till 9th of March, down to £3.87. Nice. Ah, I found the locker room. That photo guy Sai is also a streamer. I would do a shout out command, but I don't have that right now.
What you?
Here
is the locker of our
You got a new
Hans, the mad
subscriber.
Mito, thank you for gifting that sub to that photo guy Sai. I need a sub badge. I need to create myself a sub badge. Oh my god, thank you so much.
Oh, what a jump!
I appreciate that so much.
This solid box must hold a precious object. Let us see.
Hey Simon, I have my own Kasumo. As soon as catastrophic. Mwah, Hamito. It has noticed Kiwi. Came to be known, the alarm from mouth to mouth was blown, and the word rang out all. Careful, babe. You know if you mention his name, it may summon him. I hope. Oh yeah, I forgot the name that shall not be said. He has a force to be reckoned with. I love you all. You guys are great. You guys are great. Oh, I just realized the time. You know what? I'll do
A
this.
poem in... I can't do that.
Oh, there you go.
Blotting paper. I can't... Blotting paper. There is something interesting here. There is something interesting here. There is something interesting here. I can't. No, it is unnecessary. I can't.
Put one there and then
I
one.
can't.
Come on, you can do it.
I can't.
Shut up. What was it? Oh, it was about there.
Blotting paper. There is something.
Okay. Oh, one there. That's odd.
There is blotting.
There are other things I'm missing here?
This cannot be a simple coincidence. There is something. There is something.
There.
Blotting.
Yes.
A poem. A poem.
No.
In.
Okay. Yeah. Isn't that?
Perfect.
Isn't that sulfur? Wait a minute. What?
What is written on that note, Holmes?
Later, Watson. We can give Hans his pen.
Where's the pen?
A paper knife. Blotting paper.
Okay, that's cool. Give Hans his knife, and then I think we'll end it there. If I could go to it. Watson, we've talked about this. Squeak!
What a bunch of incompetents. Oh, if I was as unprofessional as that, there would be murderers running all over the town.
What's the matter? Are you a patient of Dr. Watson?
Very amusing.
I was going on about the dry cleaners in Westgate Street. They've just delivered my ceremonial uniform in the middle of my duty, when I've told them 1,000 times not to bring it until after 6 in the evening.
A ceremonial uniform. You've been promoted?
No, and that's not about to happen. No, I've been invited to a wedding. I mean, I hope to be. I'm in trouble. If the director sees that I've left my post, I'll be sacked without pay.
Give it to me, Warden Brighton. I'll take care of it for you.
Really? Thanks a lot. Here's the key to the cloakroom and that of my locker. I'm really grateful, Mr. Holmes.
What have you got in mind, Holmes? You're not doing this out of kindness, are you?
No, out of curiosity. We will be able to access the cloakroom with these keys.
Wow.
Closed. Closed.
The locker room.
Oh no, that's not it. Maybe this key? There we go.
Miss Patterson's locker.
What's that other key?
Bicarbonate of soda. Brighton must have an upset stomach, caused by stress without a doubt. The name on the key is Jenny Patterson.
That's odd. Why would he have her?
Miss
key?
Patterson.
That small key guy. I think it was this one.
The lock on this box is rather sophisticated.
Why?
Incredible. Is Jenny hiding something?
What is this? What is this? What such baloney is this? Oh god, pretty box puzzle, have fun. That? Oh god, I don't know. That? And that? No. That? No. Oh god. What do I do? That? No. That's not it. Okay, maybe that. And then that. And then that. And then that. Did I do it?
It's really very clever. Little Jenny is astonishing. What should we...
We can give Hunt.
Yeah, the red and green bits had to connect. Oh.
A locket, sealing the relation between Jenny and Warden Brighton. Decidedly, this boy is not a great poet.
My Jenny, let's get married. Never mind the consequences. Your father will have to accept the fact that we are in love. Think about the baby and don't forget that I love you, I love you, love you, love you, love you, love you, love you. And I read a poem. Jennings Pattinson, your heart pounds, my weighs a ton. Our love has no bounds and just goes on and on. I was inspired by the great Chinese poets to write it. Be courageous, my honey bun.
A letter from Brighton to Jenny. Barely literate.
Apparently, Jenny is carrying Brighton's child, and it seems that Jenny's father...
Oh.
Here is the famous guard duty list. Interesting.
That's alright. I'm trying not to go overboard here. Overboard with what?
Sorry, sirs.
Let's go over here. Things. Don't give me that face. What?
We have found the guard duty cards, miss. If you like, I can go and discreetly give them to the guards.
Oh, thank you. You've got me out of a lot of trouble, Mr. Holmes.
Fine. I've helped her.
We have found the guard...
Oh, thank you. You've got me out of a lot of trouble, Mr. Holmes.
Yeah, this music is not like... Nah, I'm not a fan of backseat gaming. I don't mind, obviously, just don't go overboard with backseat gaming, you know?
Sorry, sir.
Sorry, Mr. Holmes, you can't go in.
For what reason?
The door has locked itself automatically. You must enter a new security code.
Do it then.
Miss Patterson hasn't put up the guard duty list yet. Without that information, we don't know who's authorised to take note of the new code.
So Mackenzie is locked in the high security zone.
Yes, but don't worry about him. He's trained for this sort of dysfunction.
Why not ask the director to take note of the code and open the door?
He isn't allowed to, and I doubt that he would run the risk of going against the orders of the administration centre. Anyway, the bars in the high security section are joined to the alarm system, which is in that room. We only need to sound it to unblock, but you see we can't do that now.
We'll try to find the duty list, Warden James.
College address. Well, I think I've already given you 2 hints this entire time. 2 hints to what?
We have found Chief Warden James's
Metal,
duty
I do not
list.
understand.
Good.
I love
Bring
you,
it,
but
Mr.
what?
Rhodes. Let's see. O'Sullivan, it's you who takes over from Mackenzie. Take note of the code, please, and unblock the door.
At once, Chief.
In the puzzles. Oh.
Ah, Mr. Holmes.
Please do.
I think I can say on behalf of all the staff that we would be honoured if you would care to write something in our guest book.
With pleasure, O'Sullivan. You seem worn out, O'Sullivan. A good night's sleep would do you good.
A good night's sleep would do me good. You're right, Mr. Holmes.
Is something worrying you?
As you know, Westgate Prison will soon be demolished, and I'm spending most of my nights studying for my exam to join the police. You understand, I have to think about my future. So sleep isn't a priority at the moment.
Scotland Yard is always looking for young, competent and motivated men. Would a letter of recommendation from me allow you to get some sleep?
What? A letter from Mr. Sherlock Holmes recommending me for Scotland Yard? Are you quite serious?
Completely serious, my young friend. May I use this writing paper? The one on your desk.
1,000 thanks, Mr. Holmes. 1,000 thanks.
It is addressed to Inspector Baines, a good friend of mine. There's no need to remind you that it must be opened only by the person to whom it is addressed.
Yes, of course. I'll give it to him personally. Thank you again, Mr. Holmes.
Oh. Bye.
At your service, Mr. Holmes.
Right, so... There we go. I will give Mr. Red his pen. And then we can save it. Sherlock, we've talked about this. We need you to door. Thank you.
Well,
Your pen.
you have what you wanted. Your precious pen.
You seem annoyed, Mr. Holmes. I would even go so far as to say terribly worried.
Why should you care, Mr. Shielman? Let's talk about that poison.
I am not talking about you in the grip of natural emotions found in ordinary people who are confronted by the inexplicable. But as for Mr. Holmes, you are embarrassed, aren't you? Are you hiding something?
That is enough, Shielman.
You have kept your word. Therefore, I will keep mine at this moment. The poison which so interests you isn't finished yet. Its maker is encountering great difficulties in attaining the desired results.
What is the end result?
Now, Mr. Holmes, the end result of any science, as Descartes once said, to become the master and owner of nature. Here we are talking about human nature, of course. And the creator's problem isn't so much the mixture as the durability of his creation.
What do you mean?
You see, this poison was made using rare but very volatile short-living compounds, which means that it is only possible to produce small quantities, which most importantly do not keep for a long time. Conceiving such a product in a laboratory especially built for the purpose could be achieved by any good chemist. But recopying this alchemy on another scale and keeping it ready at any moment, observing the particular conservation and storing conditions that a substance of this type requires, well, that would need a genius.
Okay, I want to shoot him too.
I doubt if the creator of this mixture would be capable.
And you would be, of course.
Of course.
Luckily, you are going to spend the rest of your life in prison.
Luck is cyclical. It always comes around again, sooner or later. As far as I am concerned, I have the feeling that the cycle is going to be very short.
Holmes, it sounds to me as though this Shielman is implying that an escape attempt will be made.
Yes, we must go and warn the director.
I really want to play a certain song right now. But anyways, let's save it here. And we shall continue next stream.